right, guys, questions for Austin?
Start us out with what was it that got you rolling offensively in the second half?
As a team or individually?
Yes.
Well, first as a team, I feel like just getting out of transition, getting a lot of easy baskets, a few possessions of giving the ball to Sean, a live play, and then responding for a couple and-one baskets that started to build momentum up. And for myself, I mean, I haven't been shooting the ball over the last few games, so I just really try to just get to the free throw line, try to get to the middle of the key, just trying to make a play from there. And, you know, I missed a few shots, but my team kept going to me, so fortunately, we started making calls in the second half. I was able to knock shots down from the line.
And it looked for both you and for the team. I mean, you tell me if you agree. A difference from Saturday today is just being more aggressive offensively.
Yeah, Coach wanted us to have a little bit more energy. He said last game he thought we came out flat and that we didn't really warm up well or anything like that. We went through walkthrough poorly, and he felt like we had to get warmed up in the middle of the game. So through all our warm-ups and through walkthrough, we tried to really break a sweat. Usually through walkthrough we kind of take it easy, but we went hard today. And I think that paid off in the long run.
Can you talk about what you guys were thinking when you're in a tight game there and, you know, you're home? I mean, you took control.
We just know that the last 5 minutes of the game has been key to us. We struggled throughout the course of the season, the last 5 minutes of the game. We played against IUPUI, we played against Cleveland State. And in practice, we practiced a whole bunch of situational type of drills and things like that. So we just try to transcend that into the basketball floor, especially when we're at home. We try to take a little home court advantage, take advantage of it. And I think we did a better job tonight than we have throughout the course of the season. So hopefully we can keep that up and be consistent.
Was there any point in time where you were thinking, oh no, this is going to happen again? Like you just mentioned, you hadn't been able to close out games. Was there that thought, or was there the thought, let's not let this happen, let's win this game?
I think in the heat of the moment, I don't think that we're the type of team that we don't really think too much about anything. We just go ahead and go out there and play, and we kind of think about it after. So it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. Tonight, it was a good thing. People got shots and opportunities, and they took full advantage of it. Nobody second-guessed anything. We trusted each other, so, you know, we got in the timeouts, we got in the huddles. Everybody was confident about everything. We felt like we could still guard these guys in man instead of switching zones, which we've done in the past. And I think that confidence, I think that gave us a boost tonight. So throughout all the last few games, we couldn't close out games throughout the course of the season. I think we learned a little bit from those games, and I think we showed that tonight.
Will you talk a little bit about the defense? I mean, while the offense kind of had its ebbs and flows, it looked like the defense for you guys was pretty consistent, actually got better in the second half.
I just know in practice, you know, our scout team does a great job at executing plays. They make us work, you know what I'm saying? So it's very competitive. Our competitive practices the last few days or the past week has been just great. It's been better than it has been for a long time. And it's been very much game-like, actually. And I think that helps us out. The second unit pushes us, you know, and when we get out there on the floor, it's like we've been here before. We know what we have to do. We know we have to execute. And when those crucial times come in the game, we know exactly how we have to go through those.
You talk a little bit about the point guards defensively, or the guards defensively. I mean, I'm looking at 9 steals, and it's Anthony 4, Jordan 3, and Luke 2. I mean, will you talk a little bit about the pressure that those guys were providing?
I feel like our guards have a high IQ for the game. They know when to help down when the big posts up and he has the ball in there. They know when to go for steals on their man. They know how to play passing lanes and things like that. And I know Anthony's very good. You know, if the other team grabs a rebound after a missed shot, or if they take the ball out, he'll leave and he'll come right back on the ball to get a steal. He's great for that. So I think our guards just have a good knack for the ball and a good IQ for the game, and they understand, you know, what other teams are trying to do. And a part of that is going into film and watching film and things like that. I know that they all do that, and they study, you know, who they're guarding and their players' tendencies and things like that.
And the other thing defensively is, you know, Cam is a presence, but Rashawn just, I mean, always seems to come out of nowhere to not just block shots, but also affect shots. I mean, when you're out there defensively, is that, well, especially when he's out there, is that part of what you think?
Yes, having Rashawn out there is a luxury. I mean, he can get from both sides of the floor. He can get to the perimeter, get to the key, help out everybody. And a flash. He's long, he's quick, he's athletic. It's just a luxury having somebody like that. And he, you know, not too many times you see people who love defense as much as they love offense. And I think that's a huge plus, especially on this team, especially having an interior player like that. And I mean, he just has a good motor. He keeps going. You know, he can be out there for 15 minutes, 5 minutes. He brings the same intensity on offense and defense, and that's a beautiful thing.
And speaking about that, you guys, I mean, the offense kind of comes and goes, but that's got to be your MO as a team.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to have that 40-minute motor defensively, don't you?
Yes. We know that throughout the course of the season, again, that we've struggled shooting the ball. I think tonight we shot either 31 or 36%. I know it was in the 30s. And that's one thing we tried to focus on in practice is getting shots up, especially this morning. We got a lot of shots up. But unfortunately, in the games, they just haven't been going down for all of us, for myself and for a lot of other players. But one thing we know is if we hold the other team from scoring as well, then we have a chance to win the game. So we try not to play tag with the other team because it'll be hard trying to beat the team just scoring and trading basket for basket, especially having the offensive goals that we've been having early on. So we just try to focus on defense. And we know eventually the offense will come, especially with the chemistry that we have on this team.
We good?
Okay.